Hi guys, and welcome back to Monster Hunter World. So, we last left off, I did not have my light on, so now you can see my lovely face that I pointed out in the last video. And we also got told to fight a Jagras to help Astera out, so I've decided I'm going to go with the hammer, as you all saw in the last video. And it's now nighttime, so we're going to go up to the handler and see what she has to say for our next mission, or for the first mission. Obviously, like I said before, I'm going to just go and skip through some of the dialogue. If you all want to see it, let me know. I'll probably do that in future videos. But this is all just kind of getting into the game itself. Quest tutorials, I'll explain all of that in the upcoming few episodes, or for now in general. So we only have access to one category, which is the assigned quest. These are kind of like your key quests. From past Monster Hunters. These are just kind of the quests that you need to follow, like the main story, progress through it essentially, and to fight different and harder monsters. So we'll do our first assigned quest, which is the Jagras, which is just those kind of smaller creatures that we saw the first time around. So once we accept this, basically we'll go on to the mission itself. So the commander, the Zoro Magdaros, wow, different enemy entirely. So Magdaros appearance has brought about changes in the local ecosystem. Can't speak today. Head into Jagras territory to investigate and take them out if necessary. So as you can see at the bottom left, we have the reward money, which is 720 Zenny. I think it's Zenny still. Time limit is 50 minutes. Probably not going to hit that. We need to actually slay 7 Jagras, which we saw, the little creatures at the beginning. You can see all the other stuff. The camera's probably blocking some of it, but we'll continue for now. So, here we go, tutorial, which I'm also going to skip. So this is basically going over some of the food. So it's always kind of necessary. I say it's always necessary. It just really helps out just to eat something before you go on a mission. So let's have a look. So you can choose from some of the kind of already prepared meals. So you can get a meat platter, you can get fish platter, veggie, hunter, and healthy. Which I believe, I'm gonna say it's more or less they cater towards certain stats. So meat normally helps you with attacking. Fish is more of a defense thing. Veggie is elemental, which I'm gonna say this is all kind of similar. Hunter's platter, I think. I'm gonna say I'm not quite sure what the difference is. It's the same with healthy, but you know, it all kind of it's kind of there as a thing. We'll go with the meat platter for now, which is in. Let's go over the stats first. So it increases our attack by a small amount. Not sure about the percentages. If you want to see something like that, probably someone else has it out there. Fish ingredients, fresh ingredients 0. Activation chances 0. We'll probably encounter what those do later on. Food skills, you can see these are like some of the skills that you can get from it. Feline Polisher often speeds up sharpening time, sometimes increases the number of times you can carve, which is lovely. And Parting Gift restores health to allies in the area upon fainting, which is always lovely and helps out quite a bit. I think those activation chances, if it's higher, probably will get them, but because obviously I'm also going to show this cutscene first time around, because obviously, you know, you can actually skip this cutscene, which is just kind of them preparing the meal, which is actually quite nice to see. But yeah, we'll the activation chance and stuff are probably dependent on the fresh ingredients and things like that. But for now, we don't have to worry about that. As long as it kind of increases our total stats and stuff, it just kind of helps out a bit. Before we go, I do want to just check my equipment information. So we've got hunger resistance, which there we go. So we did actually get one of the food skills, which is lovely. So this hunger resistance reduces the maximum stamina depletion over time, however does not work against cold environments and reduces stamina. That reduces stamina, I should say. So we get that from the helmet. This equipment isn't probably the best, but it's just what we've got for now. And the Feline Carver, which is, we got the increased chance, sometimes increases the number of times you can carve. So I'm hoping that kind of comes in handy at some point. We're going with the Iron Hammer for this quest. Let's check our inventory. This is always like the preparing stuff at the beginning of you know, each quest. We're not going to need antidotes. Raw meat, probably not going to be dealing with. Might as well keep these ammo coatings in there for now. I'm going to say this is probably what we're going to have for now. We'll say that. We've got 6 potions. I believe that's going to be enough for now anyway. I don't think we're going to encounter anything too troubling. So let's depart for our first quest. Finally, after 2 episodes, or 1 episode if you just count the last one that happened, but still, It's taken a while to get here finally, to actually fight some stuff and to see some of the combat and how everything handles. First job, let's do this quick, lovely, which we know. So this is just obviously going over some of the things that we've already kind of been told, and if not, I can always go over it again. So basically, obviously, it's hand-holdy a little bit. It's just telling us that the area that we had to hide from them previously is where we're going to have to go, and we will check that out, definitely. Definitely, always use the supply box. Is one of the most handy things you can have. For now, I always suggest at the beginning is always kind of going to the supply box and getting everything you can kind of hold. Obviously, for now anyway. So let's go over. So we're going to get some more first aid potions, which is lovely. Some easy rations, which increases our stamina. And empty files, which I'm going to take for now because that always helps out. Might also... Oh, we can't take any of those, so that doesn't actually matter. For now, I'm actually going to take some of the easy rations because I believe the food we had increased our stamina by 25 points anyway. So that's fine. I'm going to stick it on the easy... Want to get going? Yeah, that's absolutely fine. We'll go. Yeah, I'm going to stick it on the first aid meds for now because obviously it keeps me kind of like prepared that if I start to lose damage, we can heal myself up really. So I can already basically going through some of the tutorials now. Just going to go and kill this or slay, whatever you want to use. Just to kind of like go through step by step. Obviously the draw of this whole game is once you fought monsters, you can carve them up to get materials. Those materials or items will eventually help you progress by getting you better armor, better weapons, and so on and so forth. Or just resources in general, like these guys for example. This will give us raw meat, I believe, which is what we got before, which if you cook them gives you something like a ration, which helps you restore your stamina, which will deplete eventually over time. So we might as well grab as much as we can in this little area first, which I just think is just some raw meat and stuff for now. I probably won't need to gather too much in these missions, but if I see something I'll pick it up. Oh, what does it actually want me to do? So familiarize yourself with the scout flies, obviously. I'm just going to grab that. I don't need it at this point, but it's just giving us a tutorial and stuff, so I might as well do everything we can. It's just telling me, oh, I need to follow the guy completely. There's me trying to rush off and do the mission myself. Clearly doesn't know I'm a veteran monster hunter here, and I know what I'm doing. Say that, watch me fail. So I'm just going to grab some stuff along the way, some herbs, which have made some honey. Well, yeah, so herbs make potions. Then mixing honey with those potions makes mega potions. I'll probably turn off some of those customizable features that in this game it kind of allows you to automatically combine stuff when you pick it up. I might turn some of those off because some of them don't really help out. There we go. Got all four. Four? I was going to say that was professional when I can't clearly count. There was 3 of them. That's glorious start to them. Oh, that's great. Okay. So they're off. They're going into the... I'm already on it. I'm already carving up their bodies. It's all right. So I'm hoping that feline carver kicks it now. Sadly not. So we're just going to gather some things around. Going to also grab these mining outcrops as well, because we're going to need some... Oh, macalite. Oh, nice. Okay, let's go in, fight the rest of these. So we've already killed 2 out of the 7. As you can see, there's probably thousands in here. There's not thousands. There's only like a few. I want to say like 10 or 12 maybe. But it'll do. It'll do. As you can see, we're clearly killing them quite quick. So there we go. I've slain as many as I need. So that's the quest. That's it. Done. Quick and simple. Got us in... you know, record time. It's only the tutorial, which is quite nice. I could have gone around and obviously try and find some more stuff, but you know, it's the tutorial. It's gonna, these first few episodes are gonna fly by quite quickly, and I think we've got some oh, feline carver kicked in there. There we go. And I know for a fact that we've got some story coming from the commander and stuff after we head back. So I'm just going to kill as much as I can to gather as much materials as I can, because this is basically the gist of this game, is getting as much materials as you can to kind of fuel your upgrading, to progress your equipment and become stronger, basically. And obviously, as you can see, this hammer, even though I'm smacking them, isn't doing as much damage as I want it to, which is fine. We'll get better ones. I will point out that in I think it is the armory, you can get a weapon that's quite powerful for this early on. It's like the defender something. I won't use that unless you guys don't mind. You can all tell me in the comments anyway, but for now I won't be using them. So we've got some monster bone, we've got some jaguar's hide, jaguar scales hide. I'm going to take those as well. Monster bone. We've got sharp claws, armor sphere, which work differently in this game compared to Freedom Unite. Monster bone, iron ore, which is lovely. Bitter bug, wait, they help out, and blue mushroom, which is lovely. You can take them all, but I kind of prefer going through them more slowly. Palico leveled up, so that's quite nice. The attack and defense increase, lovely. We've got a new cutscene, which I believe is like something I don't even look at the cutscenes in this game sometimes, so it doesn't really matter. So, which is lovely. Yeah, I'll go through each and every item, because I think one of the main things is seeing if we've gotten any rare items from the missions themselves. So fine work taking down the jaguars, blah blah blah. So there's a difference in the habitat. It may sound something obvious, but the jaguars, blah blah blah. We're going to skip this again. Like I said, I'll see if any comments suggest me not skipping this, but for now I will skip until people have outright spoken and told me to do that. We will not be playing online, so do not turn the voice off, blah blah blah. Can now access the gathering hall, which we will. We'll go over to the smithy and see what we can do. So we are in an online session. I'll probably sort that out in a second, but for now I don't think I'll be playing with anyone. It'll just be me soloing this game, because I just think it's an interesting thing going through it solo. Maybe in the future I'll start playing with followers, but for now it'll just be me soloing the game. So we'll go over to the smithy, since this episode would be rather short if I just ended it there. So we'll head over to the smithy and see what we need to do. So obviously you can see there's quite a few exclamation points around. I will talk to those off camera, just because there's no point in talking to them on camera. And secondly, look at the back, materials, blah blah blah. We'll basically just going through some of the tutorials. You can use monster materials in order to forge an upgrade, give the materials you've earned from quests and carve them from monsters to the smithy, and create new weapons and armor, which is lovely. So I think it just wants us to upgrade the weapons we've got. So let me just figure out how to sort. There it is. We'll go by rarity. I think that's probably the best way to go about this. We'll upgrade. I think we're still using the hammer for now, because it's just something I'm familiar with. So we'll upgrade that first, so we can exit the tutorial. It's fine. Wish lists and stuff basically kind of tells you what materials you still need before you can upgrade. So as you can see, this was the weapon I was referring to before. This is the Defender Warhammer. As you can see, once I've upgraded this weapon that I'm currently using, it's still vastly better in regards to like sharpness as well as power, and the element blast, which is insane. It basically kind of, after a certain amount of hits, will apply kind of the blast effect, and once you hit a certain amount of hits, and that's gone up to a certain amount, whatever, it then deals an additional 100 damage, which is just insanely good for this like point in the game. So I won't be using that unless people recommend me use it, or they want me to use it just to show it off. I might use it to show it off at one point, but for now it's too early for me to use something that powerful. So I'll just use the normal standard tree and just kind of go through that way. So the first one we're upgrading is the Iron Hammer to the Iron Hammer 2. As you can see, it kind of goes up a little bit of damage, which is kind of nice. I think it goes up by like 52 maths. And some green sharpness is then also applied, which is very handy. And as you can see, the required materials are 2 iron ore, which we already got from the mission, as well as I think we also harvested some from the little mining outcrop that we found. So we'll upgrade this. We'll show off this cutscene first. I will also be skipping this cutscene in the future, but just to show it off for the first time, I'll let everyone see it and show off this new hammer. which should automatically be equipped. You can degrade weapons, which I find quite interesting. I won't ever be doing that unless, say for instance, I go up this way and I'm like, ooh, I want to make the triple question mark tree, which is clearly the Rathian tree, because the poison, and I can tell via the materials that are green and stuff. I can then degrade back from this weapon and then upgrade into the poison one. I'll most likely buy another the ore tree. I might as well buy another iron hammer and then upgrade that to keep. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. It all depends. So craft defender weapons at the smithy. So this is what I was talking about. So these weapons are geared towards the Commission's Defense Corps. These weapons feature high proficiency and are fantastic starter weapons for hunters who have just arrived. I have not. I already know what these are, and I'd rather not use them for this actual playthrough unless kind of basically told by you guys, like I said. So let's look at the armor, see what we've got. We've currently got the leather armor, which is this set here. We can get the chainmail armor, which is basically the same thing. I think it's got a different resistance, as you can see. Instead of being a high resistance to fire, it's high resistance to water. The Master Gatherer helmet is probably one I might get, but it's already in my item box, so I might actually just swap to that. So, since the hunger resistant isn't actually anything to write home about, can make the Hunter's gear, which requires the Jagras stuff, which could I actually make now? I think I could make now. So what does that look like? Let's have a look. So we'll preview this. So this is the X key. Makes this armor, which I might do, to be honest. Looks pretty sick. What does the actual... can we see what skills are? So we've got Barbecue Master, which improves your skill at cooking meat. We also have Slinger Capacity, which is obviously the ranged kind of assistant tool that you get, which is quite interesting. We have Stealth, which obviously makes it easy for your monsters to lose sight of you. Probably will never use that. Expand your Scout Fire's detection range, which is very handy, I think. And Scent Hound increases the gauge fill rate by 50%, which actually is pretty good. I want to see. Let's have a look. There's a bit of thinking going on in this first episode, so I do apologize. Defense automatically way better. Goes up by like 4 compared to the other two, and the resistance is great. Barbecue Master I'm unlikely to use, so I might just make... Let's take that off. See, that looks absolutely fine. I think that works really well as a set. So I might use the Chainmail Helmet, which gives me the Master Gatherer. Actually, what does that give me? That actually gives me Scout Fly up. Oh, damn. That's annoying. Now, what do I want? Do I want Master Gatherer? Or do I want Scout Fly range? Scout Fly range, actually... I'm fine with. I'm going to be running around anyway, so the range is absolutely fine. So I might just go with this. So I'll make this set. This will be what I could skip that now because I've already shown you what the cutscene does. So we'll make this new armor, just because 1, it helps us out with defense, and 2, it looks pretty damn sweet. So I'll make the rest of these. Do I have enough materials? I want to say I do. Let's have a look. We've got the waist and then the greaves. We do have the necessary requirements for this. It's quite nice being kind of ready for the next quest, which will be in the next episode. I do apologize for that. So we'll equip this and prepare ourselves for the next one. I will go to the box and grab the chainmail helmet, and then that'll be quite a nice little kind of starter equipment. Lovely. Let's have a look. Change equipment here, and we'll change... Nope. The leather. Oh, so you do actually start with it. Look at that's insane. Like the defense is just ridiculous. Like, but if anyone wants to, see me fight something in it, then let me know. But it just makes the game incredibly easy. I'd rather kind of progress it at normal pace. So there we go. So we got our first kind of customized equipment, which is the chainmail headgear, the hunter's mail, vambrace, coil, and greaves, which gives us barbecue master, which I probably won't use. Master Gatherer, which I will use. Slinger Capacity, kind of stealth, no. And then the Scent Hound, which will help us, obviously, in the upcoming episodes when we start tracking bigger monsters. But thanks for watching. You can follow me by subscribing to this channel, joining the Discord, which is in the link below. And if you like this video, click the like button, and I'll see you next time.